Yo, back again. Want to talk about the American Dream, Devin Haney. That's what I'm going to call. I'm going to start calling him the American Dream. I know it's the dream, but I'm going to start calling him the American Dream. Because in America, well, they say you can make all your dreams come true, right? So Devin Haney is the American Dream because he's going to make all his dreams come true. So Devin Haney is a professional boxer. He has held the interim WBC lightweight title since September 2019. Haney is ranked as the world's third best active lightweight boxer by Ring Magazine, by BoxRec, and by Transnational Boxing Rankings. As an amateur, Devin won 7 national titles. In 2015, at the age of 16, Devin became the youngest boxer to win the Youth World Championships in Reno. He has 138 amateur bouts before turning professional in 2015 at the age of 16 years old. Man, at 16 years old, I wasn't even thinking about doing stuff like that. I was a spoiled, rotten jerk at 16. But his professional career, Haney turned pro at the age of 16, but couldn't compete in the United States due to his age. So his first 4 fights were in Mexico. He was grown, man. The dude was honing his skills in Mexico, fighting grown men at the age of 16 and whooping their butt, bro. At a regional level, he has gone to win the WBC Youth World title, the USBA lightweight title, the IBF North American title, the WBC International lightweight title, the WBO interim continental titles, and the WBA international lightweight title. And this is as a professional. In 2019, it was announced he would fight Zaur Abdullaev in a WBC final eliminator to face the winner of Vasily Lomachenko versus Luke Campbell. I'm going to get to that. His personal life, Devin lived in Oakland as a child but moved with his father, Bill Haney, to Las Vegas. He started boxing at the age of 7. Devin was on his way to the 26th Summer Olympics, but decided to turn pro at the young age of 16 due to the rule change at the Olympics that raised the age to qualify. However, he could not compete in the United States of America due to our age restriction. So he had his first 4 fights in Mexico before turning pro, before returning to fight in venues in the United States of America. In April 2019, like I said, Devin Haney and Devin Haney Promotions signed a co-promotional deal with Matchroom Boxing and Eddie Hearn. That was a smart business move, especially at the very young age of 20. So this is a little background about the American Dream, Devin Haney. Let's get to what I want to talk about. I'm reading some articles on BoxNews24.com, and I came across this here. David Haney said that a lot of writers are saying that he's not ready to face Vasily Lomachenko. And just like David Haney said, man, that's ridiculous. This young man, the American Dream, has been fighting grown men since the age of 16 years old. And I'm just saying that professionally. He went to Mexico because he had to, because of his age. He fought 4 fights in Mexico against grown men, not children, not 16-year-olds. We're talking grown men. But he's not ready to fight Vasily Lomachenko. Okay. See, they want to protect Lomachenko from the American Dream. Let's jump to this article. Undefeated WBC interim champion Devin the Dream Haney, a.k.a. the American Dream, as I call him. He's bringing in a record of 23 wins and 15 knockouts. Is calling out all promoters to join him and his co-promoter, Eddie Hearn, of matchroom boxing in their quest to bring boxing back to its glory days where the best always fought the best. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that on the next video too. About this best always fighting the best. I'm going to talk a little bit about that because that narrative of people always talking about the best fought the best is, come on, bro. The best fights didn't always happen. After his stunning victory over Zaru Abdullayev, where he fractured his orbital bone with a crushing overhand right, Haney became the mandatory challenger to fight pound for pound king in their eyes, Vasily Lomachenko, who has a record of 14 wins, 1 loss, 10 knockouts, who holds the WBC lightweight title. The American Dream, Haney feels it's important for boxing to flourish if all elite fighters in their respective divisions fight one another. But, we have haters. And just like he said, a lot of writers are saying I'm not ready to face Lomachenko. That's ridiculous, said the 20-year-old phenom American Dream Haney. All the guys he beat, I would beat also. Let's not forget, Lomachenko lost to a man who has 14 losses. So to say I'm not ready on his level is crazy talk. Loma fought for a world title in his second professional fight. He was 1-0. I'm 23-0. Who wouldn't want to watch me and Loma fight? The answer is everyone would want to watch that fight, and that's a fact. I hate to say it, but it must be said. It's embarrassing for Lomachenko if he keeps ducking this 20-year-old American Dream. But in reality, there's no one that I can't beat at 135, and that's a fact. He can beat everybody, man. He has a chance to beat everybody at 135 pounds. I've noticed that Robert Easter Jr. moved up to 140 all of a sudden. And I have a really strange feeling that Lomachenko is going to move back down to 130. I just don't see him fighting the American Dream, Devin Haney. I have a tough time seeing him fighting Gervonta Tank Davis. But we will see. Back to the article. Every promoter in boxing should put aside their egos and make the big fights. Continued the American Dream. I know the fans will appreciate the best fighting the best, and they deserve to see these big fights. Right now, boxing is so fragmented. I'm a fan of the sport, and it would be a travesty if some of these big fights don't get made. Aram said I signed with the wrong company, but he's not making the big fights that people want to see either. Exactly, he's not making the big fights. He's serving the interests of his company like he has done throughout his whole career in boxing. And I knew that mentally could hold me back from becoming one of the greats in this sport. Exactly, because he stifled a whole lot of black fighters' careers because he don't know how to promote them. Hence me signing with Matchroom. There are many more sensational matchups that are long overdue. It's good business, and boxing will thrive if the best are fighting the best. While networks and sanctioning bodies play key factors in making big fights, things can always get complicated. The American Dream, Devin Haney, feels confident that the sport will grow immensely and his vision comes to fruition. Everyone could benefit if the big fights are made, concluded the American Dream, Devin Haney, who was the CEO of his own promotional company, Devin Haney Promotion. I became a promoter early in my career because I want to bring the sport of boxing together. A formula needs to be made where all parties can be compensated and the fans get to see great fights. Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing, whom I co-promote with, put their fighters in tough, but they get them really paid. Now that's something you can respect. Boxing needs to unite, and the mega fights should be made immediately. About Devin Haney Promotions. Based in California, Devin Haney Promotion is a first-class promotional company headed by boxing phenom Devin the American Dream Haney. The company was founded in September of 2018. Devin Haney, at the age of 19 years old, became the youngest active fighter / promoter in boxing history. DHP has a commitment to bring fans the most exciting shows with some of the best fights, with fights and fighters in the world, go globally. Excuse me. DHP is respected as a premier promoter in boxing. That's great, man. See, man, this young man is on his way to doing big things, but unfortunately for him, he's gonna come into a lot of roadblocks. You know, a lot of old media, a lot of old heads who do not want the best fighters fighting the best at this particular time, because you know what he has to understand is it's a business. I love the idea of the best fighting the best, but throughout the decades and generations of boxing, we have not gotten the best fights. You know, a lot of people want to talk about how Floyd Mayweather so-called stalled out Manny Pacquiao. Not necessarily accurate, because it's been proven over and over again that it was top-ranked Bob Arum and Manny Pacquiao, the one that was stalling the fights. It's a lot of fights. Sugar Ray Leonard didn't fight Aaron Pryor. What reason that fight didn't happen? Sugar Ray Leonard ducked Aaron Pryor for years. Lennox Lewis and Riddick Bowe didn't fight. Matter of fact, Lennox Lewis didn't refuse to fight Mike Tyson in his prime. He waited till Mike Tyson was way over the hill, after been in many fights with 2 fights with Holyfield, prison, getting knocked out on a regular basis. Was, I mean, just not the same fighter as he used to be, and those fights did not make. So a lot of the great fights didn't happen in the past, just like a lot of great fights not happening right now in this present time. But you know, eventually, you know, some great fights happen, some of them don't. You know, that's just the history of this sport, man. And I give big ups and all the props to the American Dream, Devin Haney, and I'm looking forward to a lot of good years and great fights in him. You know, I just pray and hope that he protect himself, take care of himself, take care of his family and everything. More props to the American Dream, Devin Haney, and I'm out. It's Just Boxing, and I'm out. Peace, bro. Oh, I forgot. Smash that like button. Smash that bell icon. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't do me like that. And I'm out. Peace.